It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Steelers and the Raiders under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we'll close out the weekend with what should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner, whoever makes it through to the end of the gauntlet ahead has truly earned a spot in this year's Super Bowl.
It's really what the regular season does. It gets you battle-tested before you take the field in these playoffs, where it's win or pack your bags. When we saw these guys in Week 1, neither of them were Super Bowl ready. But watching them now, I think both have a real shot at winning it all. They're gritty, they're tough, and they're ready for this moment.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Straight to the air they go. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got a gain of 6 there. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 4. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From midfield now. This ball's cut by Bowers. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. Finds him on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping.
Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. And the Raiders have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
Now, I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
From the 45 on second down. Dumped off to his running back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Injuries like these haven't stopped them from locking up a playoff spot, Brock. They've been able to fight through them to remain one of the best teams in the entire conference.
I love that word, fight. It's definitely the key one here. There's been tremendous fight, grit, toughness up and down this roster to keep their level of play despite all these injuries. And they've gotten some tremendous fight out of the players who've stepped into those shoes and taken advantage of the opportunities.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hand off to the back. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Trying the right side. Has some space inside the 15. Is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Lone back gets the handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, second and 9. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders have it and will take over at the 17-yard line. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They'll motion a tight end left. From the 23. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up first and 10. They'll throw it again. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. All right, here we go. Second down.
At the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Throwing it again here. That one's complete over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll remove the chains after that pickup of 12. First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Pickens, the motion man right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. This could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards there, partner. A strong gain, and now a much more manageable 3rd and 4. Back to throw now. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Raiders get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Motioning left is their running back. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Dump off caught by his back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking for a throw here. Setting up the screen. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They are throwing it again. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running back sent in motion. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Pass play now. Complete out to the right. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Third down from the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up for...
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 2, and now they have 3rd and goal at the 3.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They're throwing it. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. The Raiders settling for 3 as they send the field goal unit out. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they pick him off again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick 6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Pass play coming here. He lets one fly deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is hauled in by Weaver. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
At the 43-yard line.
Second and 3. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10.
Steelers 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Complete. It's Weaver. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Running back sent in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's brought down for a loss.
Number 89, Brock Bowers. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Weaver. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right. Big gain downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 1-score game before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very...
They just get the play off. Brought in right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's the half in this opening round AFC postseason matchup. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports halftime reports. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Wild Card Sunday. Again, one more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up an exhilarating 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back to the start of our 3rd quarter. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on. Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete here to Bowers. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense.
And he has it near the sideline and near the marker. And they're going to say he's out of bounds. Nearly a big play on 3rd, but now 4th down. And this kick is good. He needs to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Works the sideline inside the 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To the well again, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schler, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
That one gains 7, and that's a Steelers first down. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Buying some time left. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, that's exactly how a defense should adapt as the play progresses. They blanketed everybody in coverage, but still kept all eyes on the quarterback to keep him from breaking containment. He got out for no gain, but that feels like a sack for those defenders.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers reach pay dirt. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers take the lead on that successful kick. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Raiders have the ball, and they have work to do to save their playoff run. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 38. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Here's a throw. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down? That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. motion here. Buying some time right. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a fourth quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers jump in front now by 5. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets the feet in, that's a catch. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll throw it. He beams one, deep right up. That's complete inside the 35. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. The tight end going in motion right. Plowing up the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running back sent in motion. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Tossing right to the short side. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
He's throwing for it! And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time, because we're in the final frame of this game. As we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much. Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
Running it now out of the gun. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. To throw. He's going to push one deep down there. He's got it deep downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a fourth-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Throwing now from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! And the Raiders have some new life in the fourth. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. Caught, nice gain left side. And the tackle is made just beyond midfield at the 48. We've got 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders trailing by 5. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Back to throw. Complete here to Bowers. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here he is to throw. This throw is caught. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. Looking to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now to throw. And he puts it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. You got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Steelers are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.